Oscar Hutchinson knocks Nolan unconscious at the motel's vending machine at the end of The Rookie Season 7, Episode 18, and drives him away. Alexi Hawley, the showrunner, was absolutely correct when he said the ending will have an action movie feel. The tone of The Rookie is summed up in this sequence, which is both frightening and humorous. When Nyla Harper discovers that Nolan has gone, she asks a teenage kid who is staying at the hotel with his mother for assistance because he has a drone that she can use. Oscar then takes Nolan to a diamond-rich location in the desert. Oscar demonstrates his charm as a villain when he remarks, "It's so nice to work with professionals." Oscar makes the startling admission that he killed his partner, Reggie, and took off his arm, which was tattooed with the location of the diamonds. Oscar's reappearance was anticipated by fans, and it's both gratifying and unsettling. There are still funny moments despite Oscar's attempts to kill Nolan. For example, Oscar tells Nolan that he has spent most of his life in prison. "Ours is the most stable relationship I've ever had," Oscar says, urging Nolan to unearth the diamonds. This plot is compelling because fans are aware that Nolan finds Oscar's frequent attempts at humor intolerable. In order to facilitate her return, Oscar reveals that Bridget Regan's character, Monica Stevens, assisted him and Jason Weiler, Steve Causey, in their release from prison. Harper instructs the teenage lad to use his drone to strike Oscar when he pulls a gun on Nolan, which seems like a scene from a vintage action film. Oscar is knocked unconscious as a result, and Nolan has time to recover. Harper pulls up, and Nolan remarks, "Looks like my ride's here." Oscar responds, "That's my ride," nodding toward the approaching chopper. Oscar is able to get into the chopper and flee when his cronies shoot at Harper's vehicle. A funny moment occurs at the end of the scene when the adolescent claims to have killer footage. After that, Angela Lopez, Alyssa Diaz, questions the robber's wife and concludes the bank heist she is looking into. When Angela cracks the case, she discovers that the wife used a lady named Boyanna to catfish her husband. The NSA security breach is then disclosed to Angela and Wesley Evans, Shawn Ashmore, by Special Agent Matt Garza, Felix Solis. As it happens, Monica, the antagonist from The Rookie, attempted to gain immunity by disclosing some of the information she had obtained. When Lucy returns home from her night shift in the last scene of The Rookie Season 7, Episode 18, she discovers Tim preparing her favorite meals. Lucy is informed by Tim that he would never assume anything about our future and that he has been doing the work in therapy in order to fix what's broken inside of me. Tim invites Lucy to move in with him after promising not to harm her anymore. Unfortunately, Tim says, "To be continued." Lucy is asleep and doesn't hear any of it. Wesley Evans, John Nolan, and Angela Lopez are informed that an immunity agreement with Monica Stevens has been reached in the last scene of the 7th season finale of The Rookie. She asks, "Miss me?" while grinning at the group. Although the Chenford relationship is advanced in the finale, Monica and Oscar Hutchinson make a comeback, and it appears that their narratives are far from finished.